Turn my music.
What's happening, guys? Robert the Prama B here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys the workout I've been using and the exercise that I've been using to bring up my upper back, an area that I really want to develop and bring up in this off season. I start off my workout with rack pulls, which is probably the single best exercise when it comes to lat development and upper back development. It is far superior than the deadlift in my opinion, because the deadlift puts more emphasis on your posterior chain, which is your hamstrings, glutes, and your lower back. And I've been doing deadlifts for the past 3-4 years, and my upper back has still been lagging. Ever since I made the switch, I've been loving the gains in my upper back and lat development, and even my traps as well. The overload effect that you have from this movement, when you do 500-600 pounds, and that stretch that you feel from holding that much weight, it definitely forces your body to grow. After the rack pulls, I moved on to barbell shrugs, and just like the rack pulls, I believe that the barbell shrugs are the king when it comes to upper trap development. And I've just started doing these about 8 weeks ago, and I absolutely love the results so far. Something about that stretch that you feel from holding that much weight and the overload effect from moving that much weight, it definitely forces your upper traps to grow. I don't believe in isolation exercises when it comes to trap development. I've been doing isolation exercises for 3 years or so, and my traps were still very, very shit. Ever since I made the switch, I actually see my upper traps developing, and I love the results. So again, the barbell shrug is a must, and I definitely recommend it if you want to develop your upper traps. And again, this is another exercise I'm going to continue doing for sure. So I did about 6 or 7 sets total for rack pulls and about 6 sets for shrugs. I really go as heavy as I can. I really try to overload my upper back and my traps as much as I can. By the time I finished these 2 exercises, I was already feeling broken. So after the barbell shrugs, I moved on to some pull downs, wide grip pull downs. I prefer the pull downs over the pull-ups because I have a little more control in the squeeze and in the shoulder retraction. And especially after I've done the shrugs and the rack pulls, I definitely need to sit down because my lower back is fried. And I supersetted the lat pull downs with this machine that I have in my gym. It's a hammer strength machine. So I did about 3 or 4 sets on each, back to back, for about 12 to 15 reps. After that, I moved on to this exercise they're going to see right here. Again, like I said, my lower back was absolutely fried, and if you're like me, I absolutely hate doing dumbbell rows. For whatever reason, it really taxes me after I do them, and I just don't enjoy doing them. So I've done this variation in this workout where I sit down and row with one arm first, get a good squeeze in my upper back, row with the other arm, and then both in the same time. And I really, really like this exercise. It's the first time doing it, but I really enjoyed it. I got a really good pump, and I feel the muscles working. So I'm going to continue this one as well. And then I finished off with barbell rows. And this day particular is more of an intensity day for me, so I'm not really worried about perfect form. There's a time and place for perfect form and squeeze and contraction and activation of the muscles, but it's definitely not this day. I have another day for that, and this is my intensity day for back. And I went up to 225. It's not perfect form. I use a little bit of momentum, but again, I focus on the overload effect and the stretching of the muscle. I believe that as long as you have a decent form and don't injure yourself, by overloading the muscles, it will definitely force some new growth. And that's how you're going to get over plateau. That was my workout. I focus on the overload effect and moving as much weight as possible. And if you're not doing the rack pulls and the barbell shrugs, definitely do them. I definitely recommend them. I cannot say enough good things about it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you in the next one. Peace.
Turn my music.